Hi guys, in this episode of Rate K, I'm gonna be starting off my reaction series to Everglow and their B-sides in particular, should I say. Because if you didn't know, Everglow is one of my favorite girl groups, pretty much tied with Dreamcatcher for the #1 spot. So I love them a lot. But outside of like one album whose name I think is Reminiscence, I think it's the Dun Dun album, I haven't really checked out any of their B-sides, and I really enjoyed the B-sides of that album. So I feel like what better time to get into their B-sides than right now. So what we're gonna be doing in the next 5 videos is me gonna be going back to check out all the B-sides from all their extended plays or single albums or whatever you want to call it. And in this one, as you can see, we're going to be starting off with Arrival of Everglow and the 2 songs from that album that are not the title track, those being Moon and D+1. So without further ado, let's just start off the reaction with Moon in 3, 2, 1. And like I said, I really like the B-sides of the Reminiscence album. So I'm hoping that there's going to be some really good B-sides in the rest of their albums. And I can already tell you, I already kind of like it. It definitely already feels high quality. Like this already has like a title track level of quality. Which is also true for that Reminiscence album that I said I've reacted to. Check it out if you guys haven't checked it out. And I'm glad that at least in the B-sides, Yiren and Onda get a little bit more lines, especially Yiren. She seems to be getting a lot in this one. No, the interesting thing is that this easily could have been a title track for any other group, because it feels like one. And it is a pretty good song, and I feel like I'll probably end up listening to it, even outside of this reaction, but it definitely doesn't feel as standout as I was hoping it was, like as much as the songs from the Reminiscence album feel. But it is pretty good. Okay, I'm really glad that the B-sides of these albums, I know it's just the beginning of my series of reactions that I'm recording in one sitting, but I'm already glad that the B-sides seem to be keeping up with what I was expecting that they were going to be in terms of their quality. Because like I said, in that Reminiscence album, I was really surprised and blown away by how high quality the songs actually felt like. Like, they didn't even feel like B-sides, they just felt like title tracks. And I'm glad that we're actually keeping up with that. And if that keeps up through all the albums, I would really be wishing to punch myself for not reacting to all these B-sides sooner, because goddamn, these songs might end up being really good. Like, this song already is really good. Like, it's title track level quality. Like I said, it could easily have been any other group's title track. But it also doesn't have as much of a standout, a unique sound as much as those songs in the Reminiscence album had. So, while it's definitely up there in terms of how much I like it, how good it is, and how likely I am to replay it, it could have been better, is what I'm trying to say. And in terms of a rating for this one, I honestly will give it a 9.9 out of 10. For a B-side, yeah. If you compare it as songs overall in terms of Everglow's music, yeah, it's not a 9.9 out of 10, but we're judging just based on B-sides. And in terms of B-sides, it's a 9.9 out of 10. But, as usual, I'm not gonna be reacting to this song a second time, not because I don't enjoy it, but because I don't react to B-sides a second time unless I'm really, really blown away. And I am kind of blown away by this song a little bit, but the reason why I'm not gonna be checking out a second time in this video is going to be because I've already reacted to a lot of songs today, and I have to go through 5 albums worth or extended play worth of songs. So I'm kind of just going to be breezing through all the songs in the next 5 videos. Probably just once, unless I'm really, really blown away by the song. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one. It was a really, really good one. This just goes to show how flipping underrated Everglows are. They deserve to be on Queendom Season 2, and I really hope they actually end up going to that. Same with Dreamcatcher. Those two are the most underrated girl groups right now, because they have such high quality songs, but everybody seems to be overlooking them, you know? But yeah, let's go back to the songs and let's finish off this video with Everglow's D+1 in 3, 2, 1. Okay, this one's gonna be a ballad, I guess. So, let me calm down. Okay, I think I'm calm. I think you can tell I'm losing my marbles a little bit. But that's what reacting to like 30 songs in a day is gonna do to you. I'm not complaining, I've enjoyed every minute of it, honestly. Man, their voices are so soothing. I love it. That sounds so good. Man, that is so good. That chorus sounds so good. This is a really beautiful song. Man, I feel like by the end of these 5 videos that I'm gonna be recording, I'm gonna add all of Everglow's discography to my Everglow playlist. Because like, even though this song is like a more ballady, it's very much a ballad, I'm still kind of really enjoying it, you know? It's so good that I'll probably end up listening to it genuinely, even outside of the reaction, which does not happen for that many ballads, I'm gonna be honest. That sounds so beautiful. Man, this was one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard. I really like this one. Where did that come from? I don't know, but I really enjoy this one. I don't know who the producers who make Everglow's music are, but goddamn, give them fucking Grammy award. They're so good. Like, I always wished and I always hoped that all their B-sides were just gonna be as good as I think they are, and it seems like that's gonna be the case. Because like, these two songs are so different from their usual songs, at least from their title tracks, from what I'm most familiar with when it comes to Everglow's music, but they're all so good. And I feel like this song in particular is a big, it just shows how good they are as a group and how good the people making their music are. Because this song is very much a ballad, and if you know anything about me, you know that I'm very hard to be won over by a ballad, especially to the point where I'm actually interested in listening to that song all the time. Like, anytime that I would be interested in listening to any other Everglow song. Because by the nature of these songs, like, ballads tend to be more emotional, thus I am interested in listening to them when I'm more emotional, which is not most of the time. So the fact that I'm interested in listening to this song even outside of like emotional moments just speaks volumes to how good it is. And in terms of a rating, I feel like this is the better song, which is why I'm gonna give this one a straight up 10 out of 10, while the other one is gonna stay at a 9.9. Because this one is a really good song. I really enjoy this one. And I just can't wait to go through all of the rest of the Everglow songs. If this first album was this good, which is the one that I was the most worried about not being as good, is good, then yeah, I'm really excited. But I am curious, what did you guys think about these two songs? So comment it down below and let's have a discussion about it. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 3 patrons on Patreon: Mario Bridgman, Deadpool, and our newest supporter, Chenches. Thank you guys for the support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me that you have decided to support me and have continued to support me for such a long time. I hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And now, before we end this video, I just want to talk about something to you guys very quickly, which some of you may or may have not noticed before or know about me, that being the fact that I am trans. And yes, this may come as shocking to some of you because I don't really flaunt it that much on my channel, or at least I feel like I don't. Outside of like my K-pop reactions, which is where I feel like the most comfortable being myself like this. And yeah, I am in fact trans. I'm not necessarily full-on male to female,
but I heavily want to transition to being pretty female. I do consider myself more non-binary though, or maybe gender fluid would be the best descriptor as well, because I do have occasional moments where I feel fine being like just a normal guy, but most of the time, like right now, I do feel very dysphoric. And that's why I'm asking you guys for any help that you can give me, because my situation right now, I don't really see any way outside of you guys' help. Because, and this is gonna be kept short and concise, I live with my parents. They're never going to accept me as a trans person. They just never will. And as a matter of fact, back when I started the YouTube channel, I was actually kind of slightly starting my transition back then, with like starting to grow out my hair. I even got to DIY HRT, but because my parents started noticing certain things, like my behavior had changed a lot and my clothes had changed a lot, I kind of had to stop doing that, because they were constantly nagging me about cutting my hair, and just started to kind of be threatening in a certain way, and felt like they were ashamed of me and everything. And that kind of stress just tired me out to the point where I just gave up. But as dysphoria goes, it just doesn't go away, you know. I still feel like this, and in fact, it's somewhat been intensifying again recently, so I just wanted to share this with you guys. And again, I would really appreciate any amount of support you can give me in regards to this, because I just don't see any way out of this. Because even if I moved out of my parents' house and got myself a job and everything, that's just not gonna work for long-term planning, because once I transition, it's like I probably will not be able to get myself a job, because my country is very transphobic. Nobody gives a shit about LGBT people at all. So there's not even much I can do even in terms of transitioning here. So yeah, I don't know. I just would appreciate any amount of support you can give me, be it monetarily or in any way otherwise. And this is not about boosting my channel or anything, or guilt tripping you with my sob story. I just wanted to get this off my chest and make my subscribers aware of the situation that I am in, and that I would appreciate anything that you guys can help me out with. It would mean literally everything. Like, for example, a friend that I made after starting this YouTube channel, my good friend Yuri, has been helping me out a lot. And I genuinely might have not been here if it wasn't for him showing up and befriending me. So yeah, this just went a little bit longer than I intended, but I would just really appreciate anything you can support me with. That's kind of ultimately what I'm trying to say.
And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the link in the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me over there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories, or you simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account, where you can pledge to support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!